Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. The story of the RMS Titanic is one that has fascinated the world for over a century. The ship, which was dubbed unsinkable, tragically sank on its maiden voyage, taking over 1,500 lives with it. But beyond the well-known facts, there are some lesser-known secrets and mysteries surrounding this historic disaster. Today, we're diving deep into the ocean of history to uncover the top 10 Titanic secrets that most don't know. Stay tuned, because some of these will surprise you. 1. A cancelled lifeboat drill. Let's start with a chilling what-if scenario. On the very day that the Titanic struck the iceberg, a lifeboat drill was scheduled to take place. However, for reasons that remain unknown to this day, the drill was cancelled. Many historians and experts believe that if the drill had gone ahead, more passengers and crew might have been saved. The cancellation of this drill is a haunting reminder of the small decisions that can have enormous consequences. 2. Half-full lifeboats. The Titanic famously didn't have enough lifeboats to accommodate all 2,200 passengers and crew. But what's even more shocking is that many of the lifeboats that were available were launched half-empty. The first lifeboat, for instance, departed with only 28 people on board, despite being designed to hold 65. The chaos, fear, and lack of proper training likely contributed to this tragic misuse of critical life-saving equipment. 3. Dog survivors. It's a little-known fact that there were 12 dogs on board the Titanic, and out of them, 3 managed to survive. These lucky canines were a Pekingese named Sun Yat-sen and 2 Pomeranians. Their survival is often attributed to their small size, which made it easier for their owners to carry them aboard the lifeboats. This heartwarming yet bittersweet detail adds another layer to the human-animal bond, even in the face of disaster. 4. Iceberg warnings. Did you know that the Titanic received a total of 6 official iceberg warnings during its voyage? Despite these warnings, the ship continued to sail at almost full speed, a decision that has been heavily criticized in the aftermath. The tragic collision could potentially have been avoided if these warnings had been heeded with the seriousness they deserved. 5. An optical illusion. Some experts believe that the Titanic's crew might have fallen victim to an optical illusion on that fateful night. Light refraction over cold water can cause a mirage effect, making objects appear further away than they actually are. This phenomenon could have delayed the sighting of the iceberg until it was too late to avoid it. The idea that the sinking might have been caused in part by a trick of the light adds a mysterious twist to the story. 6. No binoculars. Imagine being a lookout on a ship, tasked with spotting icebergs in the middle of the night, but you don't have access to binoculars. Unbelievable, right? Yet this was the reality on the Titanic. The key to the locker containing the binoculars had been lost, leaving the lookout crew to rely solely on their eyesight. This lack of binoculars could have been a significant factor in the delayed detection of the iceberg that sealed the ship's fate. 7. Most expensive ticket. The Titanic was known for its luxury, especially in first class. The most expensive ticket sold for the voyage was a staggering $4,350, which is equivalent to around $69,600 today. This ticket granted access to the finest accommodations and services, but sadly, even the wealthiest passengers were not immune to the disaster that unfolded. 8. Musicians. As depicted in the 1997 film Titanic, the ship's musicians continued to play as the ship sank. These brave souls played for an incredible 2 hours and 5 minutes, hoping to calm the passengers during the chaos. None of the musicians survived the disaster, but their courage and dedication to their duty have become one of the most poignant stories of the Titanic's final hours. 9. Baker survivor. One of the most remarkable survival stories from the Titanic involves the ship's chief baker, Charles Joffin. Joffin managed to survive in the freezing waters for at least 2 hours, far longer than most others, before being rescued. He later attributed his survival to the large amount of whiskey he had consumed, which he claimed helped him withstand the cold. Whether it was the alcohol or sheer luck, Joffin's story is one of the more unusual tales of survival from the Titanic. 10. Bodies recovered. Out of the 1,503 lives lost in the Titanic disaster, only 340 bodies were ever recovered. Of those, 119 were unidentifiable, their names lost to history. The rest remain at the bottom of the Atlantic, a somber reminder of the tragedy. The recovery efforts, though valiant, were hampered by the vastness of the ocean and the limitations of the time. And there you have it, the top 10 Titanic secrets that most don't know. The story of the Titanic is filled with tales of heroism, tragedy, and mystery, and even after more than a century, it continues to captivate our imaginations. If you found this video intriguing, make sure to hit that like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content like this. Until next time, stay curious.